This is a Bit of Everything podcast where we cover any and every topic with our friends and family. I'm the host, Tay Haithcock. This is my co-host, Jacob Mosley, and today our guest is...
My name's Collin Rothwell. Into a bit of everything, honestly. It's kind of punny, but I like sports, conspiracy theories, video games. That's about it that I'm going to go through now.
You don't like nothing else? Nothing else, Collin? You don't like nothing else?
Not that I'm going to go through right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick to those. I'm going to give them the big three.
You ain't going to shut out your family?
Oh, hi family.
Which one specifically?
Let's go with the big-nosed, big-beaked boy, Christian McConaughey. Happy motherfucking birthday.
Happy birthday, Christian.
It's probably not your birthday when this comes out on YouTube, but if you're watching on Twitch, it's your birthday.
It's the 31st, so it's his birthday.
Oh, happy Easter to fucking everybody else.
Happy Where'd the Bunny Go Day.
Yeah, where'd the bunny go day?
Where'd the bunny go?
We see where he shit, but we don't know where he went.
That's funny.
I find it so hard for kids to think my kids, not really into the meaning of Easter, but they're into getting candy and looking for eggs. Talia said some kid at school, my youngest, she walked up and said, some kid told me the Easter bunny poops out the eggs, and we're not supposed to even eat poop or touch it. And I was like, so you don't want to do an Easter egg hunt? She goes, it's kind of nasty. I was like, so what type of rabbit does that? Because we've owned rabbits. And she's like, none of them did that. I was like, they did little round things, but wasn't chocolate.
Tell her how she get the egg out of the fridge. Where it come from.
Oh, she knows that. She knows how, but it's a rabbit, and we've owned them, so it doesn't make sense for a rabbit.
It's okay if it's a butt chicken. It's not okay if it's a butt bunny.
Shouldn't eat anything that comes out of a bunny's ass.
They aren't Cocoa Pebbles, just to let y'all know.
So those are not, what's that little chocolate ball, the balls?
Milk duds. Or there's the Rice
The
Krispies.
Whoppers.
So I'm
Or
gonna
the Reese's.
So I'm gonna buy another rabbit and tell the kids that they're little Whoppers, and then
Oh no!
that one kind
I'll
of
never
looks
trust you again.
like
after
Daddy.
that.
That kind of looks like a Rolo. That's what that one
I'll
is.
never tell you a secret.
That's
in
how
your life
kids
after
get
that.
daddy issues.
Yeah, that you're gonna give them daddy issues. You do that shit.
So Colin, you said you're into conspiracy theories.
What kind of conspiracy theories are you into
Well,
lately?
Well, we all know about the one that's been happening with all them little minors with Epstein's Island.
Let me fix my little full hat.
But we just got some new
Let me fix mine.
people involved in this. We got
Fixed it.
Rude.
we got Stephen Hawking. We've got the Diddy diddler, P. Diddy.
You lost it.
And we got Tom Hanks. I want to talk about P. Diddy real quick, because we just found out why he had Tupac killed. He was afraid Tupac was going to tell Biggie what Diddy did to him. Diddy was diddling, and he didn't want Biggie to know. He wanted to be in those music videos.
That's why Tupac died.
Yeah, I don't understand.
No way are we connecting fucking podcasts right now, episode to episode. That is fucking nuts.
That's.
But what do you mean by that? Explain.
Keep going.
Explain more.
I mean, honestly, it was more of a joke, but I mean, at the end of the day, what conspiracy theory doesn't come from a joke at first?
Most of them.
I mean,
No, stop. Hold on, I have a picture of Epstein Island next to the Nickelodeon symbol.
Dude, it's like the same shape.
Yeah, here I got you. I think it's on the screen now.
Yeah, dude. Stephen Hawking actually, he came up with his theories about black holes at Epstein Island with Diddy.
There we go.
Diddy actually showed him a black hole, and
it wasn't theirs. It was some other miners.
he had a whole theory about it.
So is that why the Nickelodeon symbol looks like a cum splat?
Bro, let's.
Yeah.
I mean, you could splat anything.
In
on the
theory,
ground.
it could be if you believe it.
If you're connecting it to Epstein Island, then I mean,
That's pretty crazy, dude. Like, look at that.
What, I'm trying to open it up on a bigger thing.
That's nuts. I've never seen that before. I didn't know that. Is okay? So that little dot, is that a thing there too? I'm curious.
Yeah, up here. Yeah, that's this.
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me make your thing smaller so that way they can see it better.
Turns out Epstein got his money because he was one bankrolling fucking Nickelodeon. That's actually where his money came from.
I mean, it would explain a lot of the fucking shows on there and a lot of the jokes.
Like the Dan Schneider shit that's going on too.
Oh, bro, it goes way beyond that bullshit.
Are we skipping steps, Jared?
We will get into that.
I'm just saying it's part of that.
But yeah, if you look at the island, you can see. If you see my mouse, you got the main island with the 4 basic points, like you do in Nickelodeon. Then you have this island up on the end, which would be the one up here. So yeah, definitely some correlations there.
Did he buy the island before Nickelodeon was a thing? Like how long has he had the island?
That's a very good question. I thought I looked at it.
I guarantee you, Hawking has never been on that side island.
You don't think they put him over?
No, there ain't no landing strip. He ain't swimming.
He damn sure ain't swimming.
They roll him onto a boat. They got ramps.
No, what they did is they put those big old paddle wheels on the side of his wheelchair.
I was just gonna say they stuck his ass in a bubble and then rolled it.
Wow.
It doesn't show when he bought it, but it definitely shows that there's been it's billionaire called Steven Deckoff that's been really adamant about buying his land.
Steven Deckoff.
Hey man, if I had the money, I'd buy it too.
I mean, it looks cool as fuck.
It's probably super cheap right now.
My next question, isn't it in the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Pretty damn sure no one who went to that island was ever a virgin again.
It might have been when they got there.
They were walking in, not walking out.
No one left that island a virgin, I'll tell you that right now.
Scarred for life, but not a virgin.
That's crazy. Epstein definitely didn't kill himself, though.
Nah. So what's your opinion on that?
I put that shit on Facebook today. Or like last week. But I still do it often. Like monthly.
Bro.
Why don't you think he killed himself? I didn't see what you shared.
I don't think he could, because too many things happened. Like, the guards weren't paying attention and the cameras went off. And he hung himself in a place where he wasn't supposed to be able to hang himself because he's on suicide watch. Come on now. If he can do that, then there is no suicide watch. What's the point? Stop paying him to do that. Right?
I want to know who owns the fucking prison he was in.
It's definitely a private prison, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it's
Most of them.
He's one of the wealthy prisons.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't a lot of movies
How
rent
many
that
times
island?
did the cock meat sandwich actually fucking happen there?
That was the loudest mic. Fucking
That was crazy.
fumble, flippy, floppy.
My bad, dude. I gotta get these.
Them dogs is tripping.
So,
I'll be cutting out half the story.
so like, what goes through a person's fucking mind to even fucking think like, oh, hey, I got all these kids, I got all these rich clients, let's meet them to fucking gather.
I tell you what, it didn't just happen like that, and then he had that thought. You don't end up with all these kids and these rich clients without already having that plan to do that. You know what I mean?
Like it's probably been going on for a very long time.
He's been doing that for a long time. Before
just so happened he just happens to be wealthy enough to own an island and a jet and has logs of people's names. There's probably people doing this in New York right now to a fucking in a building.
Oh, absolutely.
But we're never gonna know because they're not gonna keep a log of that.
No.
Where'd your foil hat go?
It got turned into a boat.
Jake's a traitor, dude. I swear. That's crazy, Colin.
Just so everyone knows, everyone was supposed to keep the hat on the entire episode, and
They left me.
Tay's the only one that's committed to
I'm the
that.
trooper.
Well, I'll be honest with you, mine.
Sorry, I needed a piece of
I
it.
feel like I lost.
It got cold, so
I feel like I lost an antenna.
So mine shrunk up a little bit. My bad.
it got cold. It shrunk.
Uh,
Your antenna broke, bud.
but no, yeah, it's fucking happening everywhere. And honestly, I think the fucking government might be a little bit into it.
Just so you know, there's more slaves alive right now than there ever has been in the world ever.
Where at?
In the world, period.
Where at?
In general, there's here, everywhere.
Yeah. Where at?
I want to give it a Google.
Oh, you're not good. Oh, my bad.
I don't want to.
I ain't saying it
I
without
want
a Google.
Yeah, I want to.
I ain't gonna be put out as racist.
Yep.
I might
I
have a
want
good idea.
Google to tell me that.
Well, I know for a
I
fact.
know it will.
Actually, I know for a fact that someone was just talking to me about it. There was a dude with 2 kids in a car trying to
Jake
cross.
said I'll get canceled.
Oh, well, there was a dude with 2 kids in a car trying to go across the border, but he couldn't provide the identification for any of the kids, and you're supposed to.
You used to. You don't have to.
You don't have to anymore.
No.
So see, I would say that I don't know how you can.
Horrible.
Like how do you know it's his? How do you know it's their
Dr.
fault?
Phil.
Did we
went
talk
to-
about
Doc-
this?
Listen, Dr. Phil went to the border. The guy said that under
It's
Trump,
you.
the guy said that under Trump, you had like if you were a guy and you came with some kids, you had to prove. Usually they just did a blood test to see if you were the dad. If you weren't, then you went back and the kids came through, or you all went out. Now he told Dr. Phil that under Biden, these guys are coming with like just phone numbers written or tattooed on them or addresses, and all they do is call them, see if are you expecting a kid, and then they say yeah, and then they put them on a plane or a bus without any other adult, and they don't ask any questions. The one guy can it's often that one guy shows up with like 10 to 20 kids by himself, and he just says these are mine, and that's it. They can't ask questions.
Donald Trump, safe for the kids.
That's from Dr. Phil and the guy who's running the border.
That's
Wasn't it
fucked.
the head of the border control that called Dr. Phil or something like that?
I don't think so. I think Dr. Phil went out to go do it, but
I thought someone called him.
Dr. Phil asked, he's like, why are you not telling anybody this? Why does no one know about this? He's like, well, no one's asked me.
All right. So here's the
It's gonna be Asia.
The slavery prevalence in the on the planet right now
Mm-hmm.
looks like a place in South Africa, and then we have this little place called North Korea.
That's what my first fucking guess was. I'm not gonna lie, I just didn't want to fucking
Never
say it.
heard of it.
Hey,
What do they do? What do they make?
Rodman's
What do they
a big
what
old
do they
fan
export?
there.
Are their people happy?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they're under a dictatorship. They should be happy,
Everybody
right?
happy.
hey,
You know what I mean?
Rodman's
Does
happy
their
there.
dictator say they're happy?
Yeah.
That's what matters.
That's all that matters. It's a dictatorship, man. It don't matter if your people are happy as long as he's happy.
As long as he's happy and Dennis Rodman's happy, they don't give a
And
fuck.
the dictator's parents were the ruler too, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Yeah, makes sense. If not, they'll just kill their parents and take over. That's okay. It's not frowned upon there.
Isn't that their dad
God.
as well?
To Padre.
Satire is a real thing, guys. That's the thing.
I'm real tired of this.
Are they enslaving their own people? Or are they bringing...
Yes, and
Because that one that South Africa on there's like, are they enslaving their own people? Was I?
yes, and I'm sure a lot of it is
And?
like a conservative ship where you just owe
yeah,
debt,
it's their
and
own
now
people.
you have to work it off for the rest of your life.
So
No.
hold up.
That type of shit.
I got a question.
You get a medical expense, can't pay it off, someone pays it for you. Now you got to work for them the rest of your life. I just watched something on YouTube the other day about these people working in mines, and their whole family was working because of the grandma who was working there who had a tooth medical bill that this guy paid for, and now their whole family, all the way down to this 12-year-old who's the grandson, is working in this mine for the rest of their life.
But we do it over here and we're in trouble.
Which
No, we still fucking do it.
We still
It's
do
called
that.
the fucking prison system. Who do you think maintains the prison system? The prisoners maintain.
Was it California that just moved their death row patients in with the rest of the regular population so they could get to work and do their school workers or do their regular work jobs or something?
Oh, no, I didn't see
They
that.
said, well, people on death row or something like that have to pay the victims,
Oh, yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
so they have to be able to work.
Depends on the crime, but yeah.
So they put them back with Gen Pop instead of in their death row like 20 hours in or 23 hours in, 1 hour out type shit. But instead they put them with Gen Pop so they can have like access to their work hours so they can pay back their victims. But now a lot of people in jail about to have a problem. These
yeah.
guys that are getting sentenced to,
Like, I'm already dying, but a
Fuck
lot of...
it.
I'm
with these
already
regular
dead. It
people.
don't fucking matter when.
I'm
A lot
I'm
of-
dead.
you got a lifer coming and fucking sitting with the guy who just did tax fraud. You feel me?
I don't think they'll put you on death row for tax fraud.
No, I'm saying the lifer.
Yeah, the
guy-
lifer don't
guy
give
who-
a fuck what
the
you
guy who
did.
was on death row is coming and booking and rooming with the fucking guy who did tax fraud now. When he would have never even ran into that guy.
Just don't do tax fraud.
You got.
Oh, you're right.
mail.
You're right. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get you.
Even the lowest crime guy is going to be affected by this probably somewhere. I don't know how many states did this. I think it was just California. But
Well, California.
I'm not 100% either. soon.
Yeah.
I know one of the states definitely did it. I'm just assuming it's California.
I mean, wasn't Manson alive for fucking like years and years after all the fucking dumb, crazy ass shit that he did?
Yeah, I mean, death row.
Because
Just because you're on death row doesn't mean you're
was
gonna
like,
die.
oh, I don't like the death. I don't like the death penalty. No.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I think California needs to figure out what the fuck they're doing with their prison system.
I'm down with the
Is that what we're
firing
going to
squad,
next year?
And I like what Florida did. Any child predator that messes with a kid under 12 or under gets the death penalty.
How do you pull up?
That is a great idea.
That's amazing. Florida saving your children. Ron DeSantis. Might not have made it this year, but he will be our president in one of the following elections as long as America's still a thing.
Was that the crazy loudmouth guy?
No, that
Yes.
was Vivek.
Oh.
Vivek Wishwami or something like that. I liked him too.
I mean, he
was cool too.
calling people out left and right.
Dude, hardcore. He was like, I'm the only one on this stage that isn't paid off by the people in the back right here. He's like, the 3 lines in the back, they're all lobbyists, and they paid every one of these guys in line to every one of their pockets. I'm the only one that doesn't have to say anything to them. And I was like, yo, this guy.
Hey.
Even Ron DeSantis didn't say nothing. He just went, like, for real. Along with everybody else, Nikki Haley over there with her head down.
Uh-oh.
Crazy.
That just goes to show everybody your vote doesn't fucking matter.
Matters a little bit. Depends on who's controlling the electoral votes.
Nothing
if
matters
they
at
actually
all.
take your shit into consideration. Some of them are good. Some of them probably do take the population's vote into consideration, take their job serious. Some of them are going to be paid for and going to vote one way regardless what their population under their vote does.
If you guys are going to talk about presidents, we can just double back for 1 second. Bill Clinton went to Epstein's Island too, multiple times.
Yeah, he was on the flight list. He was the first one we got told about.
Definitely on that flight list.
Bill Clinton was the only person I knew about. For
They
a
were
very
so
long
willing
time.
to tell us
When I
about
found-
Bill Clinton, though. You see how quick were they on that?
He was a good
We knew
guy.
we knew on day
He was a
one.
good guy.
On day one, they were like, Bill Clinton was on that list, and that's the only name you're going to know about for 2 years.
And then 2 years later, they dropped like 20.
They dropped 20. but
Yeah, when they dropped Tom Hanks'
Why were
name,
they
I
so-
was
They
kind
said,
of.
I just want to know how the hell they put Drake Bell on that list, knowing damn well he was a child.
That's because he was with
He was
Nickelodeon,
the
Jared. You
child.
just brought all that up.
Drake Bell's on Epstein's list? You're lying.
Well,
Is that true? I need to know right now.
Right now.
conspiracy theories.
Right now.
That's... Was he?
I don't know what he's doing over there.
I don't
My
know if he
tinfoil
was.
hat's fucking vibrating, bro.
You're
You're-
missing an antler.
Where'd she go?
Oh shit!
I ripped it out.
I need that later.
Got her.
I don't think it works like that.
What? When the conspiracy theories come out and we think it's some bullshit, you gonna put the hats back on?
All right, so
That didn't work.
speaking of Drake Bell, we're going to hop into the Nickelodeon. Obviously, there was a huge documentary that dropped I believe last week. It's called Quiet on Set, The Dark Truth of Child Actors or something like that.
Is that the one that with about Dan Schneider or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has Dan Schneider. But honestly, the first 3.5 episodes, 4 episodes, it like touches on... No,
Wasn't even a
that's
fucking
terrible,
about him.
That's a terrible line. Touches on Dan Schneider just a little bit, but...
Hey, you got to get them back massages in somewhere.
But
boo.
no, honestly, it,
Some
it,
of 'em,
it talks about a lot of like the people he had on his set, and I think that's what we're gonna go through to begin with. I have a whole bunch of notes, so it was like 2 a.m. when I typed up most of this. So if it's not making sense, that's my bad.
Man, I'm just gonna say this right now. The person I feel for the most in that whole fucking situation is Drake Bell's fucking dad. Like, the man said, "Hey, I don't want this motherfucker near my kid. I don't want him by him." And
I felt so
he
bad
got
for
called
him.
he got called a fucking homophobe. He lost his son, told his ex-wife, "No, don't let this man out of eye shot of you with our kid." No one fucking listened. He
why we
did
got him.
every fucking thing he could and still failed. That is fucked.
Like, I felt so bad for the dad because he tried so hard. And I don't know what else he really could have did that wasn't illegal. You know what I mean? He could have took his kid and ran.
I mean, but
That's illegal.
it his kid wouldn't have been doing what he loved. He was
Right.
doing it.
His
So
kid would like if he would have took his kid and run. I promise you, Drake Bell would have resented him for the rest of his life.
absolutely.
All right,
He would not
so
have understood.
He's like, but all the other kids on set are doing it.
we're gonna get into Drake a little bit more later, but we're gonna hop into the first production assistant that Dan Schneider had brought in. I believe this was with the cast of All That, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But his name is Jason Handy. Handy sent naked pictures to an 11-year-old girl. Jason got caught with an enormous amount of 10,000 images of kids in general, 1,700 images of young girls in a row, and 238 images of young girls in poses. And then he would also keep little baggies from actors, and they would call them token bags.
Little token bags.
Yeah, basically he would just keep and like little knickknacks and stuff from their things.
That's some serial killer shit.
Yeah, so
Like where they
Jason,
keep a
Jason's
lock
a
of
bad
it-
dude.
lock of hair
We'll
and
call that
shit.
serial pedophile.
That tokenism.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I think a lot of it's I don't know. I'll leave that up to speculation. But also, he has written in a journal that he is full and has been giving into his urges. He even said, "I even struggle on a day-to-day basis of how I can find a victim to another daughter in court."
Whoa, when did he say that? Was that on that?
That was
yeah,
on,
that
yep.
was on there.
You only watched the first episode.
Yep.
didn't you?
Yeah, I watched like the first one and the half of
Another
the second.
daughter in court. Handy met his 9-year-old victim on the show, Cousin Skeeter. The family had him over to the
Oh, that's
house.
still beeping.
They were playing games in her room. He kissed her twice. Jason only got 6 years for everything that we just mentioned.
And Dan Schneider got a $7 million leave when he left Nickelodeon.
Dan Schneider never left. He actually just got removed from he couldn't interact with his cast.
No, I'm pretty sure
No, they made him dip.
Way in
and
like
they got him like $7 million on his
Yeah, in like 2017.
it was 2018 though. Like
yeah, it was
he
2018.
had,
it
he
was
had been
years.
reprimanded kind of by not being able to have contact with the actors and shit like that, and only being in his position as a producer or whatever he really was. And then after that, enough
Producing.
of the accusations came up to where it kind of they had to let him go.
So, if you were ever put in this position and you were to have to deal with a man like Jason, how would you handle that situation, Colin?
How would I handle it? Honestly, I don't fucking know how I'd handle it. Like, at the end of the day, that's more traumatic than every single thing that's ever happened to me in my fucking life combined. That's just fucked.
The radius this guy gave, like how big, was insanity. Like he affected such a big, wide range of people negatively.
Hey, Brooke. Hey, Jordan. Just a little shout out.
I don't understand.
I don't know. And Jared asked what your opinion is on it, or what you would do in that situation.
What
he
would I
asked.
do? I don't.
Commit a felony.
You gonna go jail?
Where's he at?
Somebody, whether it's me, him, I don't know. At the end of the day, like
Nothing legal.
nothing legal. That's one of those things.
It's not
Like
happening.
I don't know what I would do because I've never been put in that spot. That's trauma over trauma.
Flicking the bean over there, eh?
Flicking the bean. Over here yanking poodles.
Never heard that.
That's the saying.
Yanking noodles?
It's gonna catch
Yanking
on.
noodles
No,
like Yankee Doodles?
You over here yanking poodles.
Yankee Doodle been yanking his noodle.
Hey, we don't need to be
So Yankee
saying
Doodle been
we're
yanking his
yanking
noodle.
anything talking about Mr. Hansy. God damn.
All right. So, hold on, my mic's a little off. Amanda Bynes. Everyone knows who Amanda Bynes is, for one. If you've watched any Nickelodeon in the 2000s, you know who Amanda Bynes is.
Amanda.
She had the Amanda show.
Yeah, she was dope.
That was like, we watched it now that I'm older, and that shit was so fucking stupid.
It was
Like,
so dumb.
That was
The
SNL
dumbest
for
That
fucking-
was
kids, bro.
SNL
That was SNL
hilarious.
for kids, bro.
It
It
was
was
so
amazing.
dumb. It was ridiculously
Bro,
dumb.
it's genius. As every kid
I mean,
that
we
watched
watched
that
it.
was stuck to the TV.
All right, so Amanda tries to run away from home at 16. This is after almost 10 years in the spotlight. She reached out to Dan Schneider to help her get emancipated. Her emancipation fails because of Dan's involvement. Amanda stops interacting with Dan because of this. Honestly, I'm gonna look for a picture of Amanda Bynes because I honestly haven't seen her since.
Really?
Bitch has a face tattoo.
I mean, when I first seen her, I couldn't tell. But now that I've been looking at her, she attempted a podcast. She didn't get as far as we did.
Oh yeah, that gives me.
We got farther than she did.
She does not look like you used to at all.
She put in an announcement that they'll be continuing at a further date.
Can we talk about how she might have had an abortion at 13?
Yeah, by Dan Schneider. I just heard that for the first time when you told me that yesterday.
Yeah.
Is there any reverend?
I didn't even. Was that in the documentary?
I don't
know.
They didn't mention that.
They
Oh
completely skipped
yeah.
over
She
her
said
damn
something
near.
on like a burner Twitter account.
Yeah.
About it. Have you seen that, Jared?
No.
Google burner Twitter account Amanda Bynes.
Oh, that sounds fresh. What
That
flavor?
was a good click.
That was a good clip. Oh, it's that strawberry lemonade.
Ooh.
Beautifully.
Wrong.
Wrong. We want that White Claw sponsor.
This account at the time
Sad
because
part
her
about
parents
this
were
is
controlling everything
this
that she was
isn't
doing,
even
and she
the
wanted the truth to
only
be heard.
kid
Bro.
that
She
could
was
supposedly
explaining the
be
truth about a
his.
lot of different family and
I mean,
even
there's
other people in
definitely
Hollywood.
theories that Jamie Lee's
Twitter account years
child
ago.
could be Dan Schneider's.
Yeah, that was I heard that one for sure. All right, so I found this clip. I can mute us like we usually do, but
Yep.
You want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Ashley's secret account went by the name of Ashley Banks, and she said she created this account at the time because her parents were controlling everything that she was doing, and she wanted the truth to be heard. She was explaining the truth about a lot of different things, including things that had to do with her, her family, and even other people in Hollywood. She was also crying out for help on this Twitter account and saying that they were stealing her money, and that's why she was placed in this conservatorship. She posted pictures of her ID and pictures of herself to show everybody that this was an original account made by her. And here are some of the things that Amanda Bynes said on this Twitter account. I've been forced to deny this account again to prevent them from having me committed against my will again. Can you imagine having an abortion at 13 because your boss impregnated you, committed because your father touched you, exposing the truth and then having your freedom threatened? And honestly, this tweet was probably the most heartbreaking to hear about how she was impregnated when she was 13 by her boss, and who else would have been her boss when she was 13 years old? On this account, she also alleged that John Travolta was an SA offender. If you want to F men, that's fine, that's adorbs, but when you SA and harass these men, then you must face justice. He always had men in his trailer, men. I walked in on him and another male masseuse and was nearly fired. He's sick. John Travolta is a monster. It bothers me that John Travolta is not being treated as Bill Cosby is. John Travolta is I know this. And a lot of you might wonder, how would Amanda Bynes know this about John Travolta? Well, back in 2006, Amanda Bynes and John Travolta were in this movie called Hairspray. Amanda Bynes, of course, is right here, and John Travolta is actually dressed like this woman as a character in the movie. So I'm assuming this is what Amanda Bynes meant when she said she knew about John Travolta. She then went on to say, the jig is up. They use me and my talent only to have me committed and steal millions soon.
So you guys think she's going to come out and do a full podcast and talk about it?
I hope so.
She might be a guest on someone's podcast, but she done gave up her podcast as far as I know.
You guys got to
Go
put this in the
Bango.
chat. Do you guys think they look
Look at
stupid
that.
with those goddamn hats on?
Hey man, yeah, in the chat. Should I keep this on or take it off? It
I
ain't that comfortable, I'll tell you that. It was, but now it's kind of poking me in my head because I stabbed myself with an antenna.
Regardless, I'm still using it later.
What are you going to use it for, Colin?
Yeah, Colin, elaborate on that.
Elaborate what you're going to use it for later.
Elaborate just a little bit.
Smoke,
Just a wee
smoke,
bit.
smoke your boats gently down the stem.
I thought you were going to use it as a fucking condom.
Why do
Hey,
I'm the
hey.
tin man. I
I
already
don't
have
know.
a tin dick.
I don't know. You got 10 dicks? You've had 10 dicks.
No,
I got
Oh.
I got
How
I got
often?
a tin dick.
Sorry, I don't judge, bro.
The tin man.
You can have
So
as
how
many dicks as you
often?
want.
Like, is it one a day, or
can have as
for
many
10
dicks as you
days, or
want.
is it 2 for 5?
I like to
Are you
know
doing like
how
7
many
in one
dicks
day?
you
3
had in the
one?
last.
That's why he answers the phone.
72
Eastgate
hours
Sperm
before I
Bank.
drink after you,
Spanky
though.
speaking. You whack it, we pack it, son.
We finally
Oh,
figured
oh,
out.
hey.
You can have as many dicks as you
Hey,
want,
they
but I'd
want
like
the-
to know
they
how
want-
many you had in the last 72
They want
hours
the
before I
shit.
take a
They
drink
want the
after.
shit. We got to dump the shit on them now, Jared.
Oh, fuck.
You heard that?
What I missed?
No way. Okay, so
Okay.
Jake said he doesn't like it when we always end up talking shit and like airing his shit out on live, right? And then I was like, fair enough. Whoever the first person that spills is the first just gets dumped on for the rest of the night.
It's free game.
So now we just get to lay it out, lay all of Jake's secrets out on the line.
No. Hey,
That's
I think,
fucked up.
honestly,
you were the first one.
after like 3 podcasts, there should be no more shit to talk about.
You would think.
you
You
think
would think.
I mean, there's one that we got.
1,000 about you, bro.
High five.
I got the video.
It's Nash. It's Nash.
It's fair
I feel like
It
that
wasn't
was
ever
sexual
him, I
assault.
swear. I swear, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. We didn't diddle him. No diddy diddle in here.
There was no consent to that.
Neither was theirs.
I don't think there was.
Do you want to?
I feel like I've been diddied.
Do you feel slightly violated?
Don't worry, no one's called you daddy yet.
Not on the podcast, anyways.
That's
Wait,
that's
can we get?
fucking
Wait, we can
true.
make that happen.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can.
Not right now, but in the future, yeah.
Oh, I could
I got
definitely.
that video you falling face first in the living room.
Roll the clip.
No. Don't roll the clip.
That's for another podcast.
It's-
That's for the podcast. That's for the after.
It's not in the drive.
It's not in the drive.
Snapchat, isn't it?
It's-
can't-
None of my living room shit can be aired here.
Oh my god, we got to do that on the potty. The after. Colin, when he came in and tried to cuddle with you.
Bro,
That's
he's
not going
normally
on the
in
internet.
his bed.
That's not going on the internet.
And you gonna put me falling on the internet?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, absolutely.
Which? Hey, wait. Can we get you falling in the snow down the ramp?
Nah, dude, I tore my
On the
MCL.
wheelchair?
I got 3 tears in my right
Yeah,
MCL because of
that-
that. I tore it in
So
3
it's
different
still-
spots.
It's still a good fall.
I still ain't had surgery.
Hey, 10 out of
Still work all
10.
week.
10 out of 10
Hey,
on that
dude,
ball.
I think
Dude,
I think
bounced
this is
up like
Nick.
I was sliding a second, dude.
Nick-
I
was
know.
Like, bing. I woke. I
Nick
bounced
said
up
them
and I
floral
could
hats.
not
You're all
walk.
weird for
Looked like
that.
Brandon Phillips after he stole a
Hey,
base.
that's why I don't have them.
All right. So
Just jealous.
they
It's
would
okay.
they would put people in weird situations on Nickelodeon. Brian Hearn was a kid actor. He did a skit called Lil Fetus. And basically, it's just a racist rapper sketch.
Is that the same one as the fucking Girl Scout cookie guy?
Good
Is
job,
that
Nick.
the
You got
same
him
guy?
taking it off.
No, this is the antenna.
Hold on, I'm setting it up.
We golden.
Should wrap this around your glasses.
I got it now.
I don't hear it.
Breaker, breaker. Satellites can hear me.
Ain't that to keep the fucking waves out?
Hey,
Nah,
now
dude,
you
I'm
know
getting
how
all the
I
waves.
feel.
I'm getting all the waves, bro.
Now you know how I feel on a daily fucking basis.
Dude, is this like simulating Colin's big ears? Is this what you hear, dude?
It's close.
I hear the sounds from the
Oh, I
satellites.
can hear. Good God.
Jared, pass that cart. Oh, not to the fucking concrete.
No.
Oh no.
The
Don't-
cookie has crumbled.
Don't do that.
You don't like that voice?
I don't think anybody likes that voice.
Probably not.
You want popsicle?
That's even worse.
Come here, Chris.
Wanna see my pecker?
So what you got there?
Carrying around little fetus sure does make me crave a lot of food. Fetus!
We're talking.
Chow time.
That's not how that works.
Ma, hit me with a cookie. You I in there, little fetus?
Racist.
Man, I need some real food. Ma, I need my cell phone.
One cell phone.
Where's his mom?
Coming down.
For real.
Can we talk about how she just deep through the whole fucking thing?
No, we cannot.
His mom's in the documentary, actually.
I know she is.
She's a bad mom.
I don't think she's really a bad mom. She said this shit's fucked up.
Yeah, but she's to let it happen.
Yeah, she openly admitted to just letting some of these things happen
Like,
just
she
for the
didn't
money.
stop it.
She said she did it just for the money.
They all did it for the money and how they look.
So do prostitutes, but we still judge them.
Hey, I ain't never judged a prostitute face down.
Hold on. Cody said, "Why do I see Tyler the Creator doing this?"
Back in the day, he probably would have done some shit like that. Yeah.
He would literally stop what he's doing right now to go record this.
Yeah.
100%.
Loiter Squad.
Yeah, please don't put his name in with this. I don't want to see it.
It's about to happen. Just so you know, if we go viral, it's going to be because of that.
This is so stupid. This is that shit you go back and watch 15 years later and 20 years later and realize that it was dumber than fuck, but we were
I
so
thought it was dumber than fuck when it happened.
I don't think I've ever seen that, honestly.
I've never seen this episode.
I think these are one of those things that only made it one run.
No one-hit wonders.
See how nice the headphones are, though?
It is kind of nice. I don't like being able to hear everybody. Like, but
You gotta get used to it.
Oh, that baby's coming. Oh, let me guess, that's the dad.
Hey, Little Fetus, your pizza's here.
No, that's awfully assumptuous.
that's highly racist.
We don't say our words.
I said bar honestly, but I know I'm going to bleep it out.
Oh, it's gotta be bleeped out.
Race car, race car, race car, race car.
We'll check you later.
You just
What? It's covered in pizza.
Hey, I guess he got the sauce.
I guess fetuses aren't
This
fed by
guy,
umbilical cord.
Did he ever get a job after this again?
No, I don't think he did.
Who is
He's
that
right
guy?
there. He's the actual. It's him. He's the actual actor in that.
He's in this? Like often?
Yes.
The white guy.
Oh no, I
White
don't.
guy.
that guy that was doing like, it's so fat and that type shit.
This guy?
Yeah, him. Who
Ain't
the
nobody
fuck
know
is
if he's
that,
still
dude?
in that shit.
That dude don't need a job no more. Right? I
Hey.
mean, it's not his fault. They
He wasn't a child
It
star.
kind of is, but they definitely made him do this.
He
They
wasn't a
make
child
him,
star.
but
He
did
wasn't a
it.
pedophile.
He didn't come up
Nobody
with
else
this shit.
cares about it.
That guy's the pedophile?
No, I said he wasn't a pedophile. He wasn't a child star. Nobody cares about him.
Yeah, he's just a bad actor.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's the writers that have.
I like how they tried to make him look like or act like Sway.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what it looked like
Yeah.
to me. It was like Sway before
They
Sway.
tried.
I guess he.
That's probably how they pitched that to him.
Just get up,
What
Jared,
the
get
fuck
up,
did
get the
you
fuck
just-
off
what the
YouTube.
fuck did you just
He
look up,
had
Jared?
you guys. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Down a rabbit
I don't.
hole.
If you
Don't
guys
go
seen that,
down another one.
that was like the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Go back to that. What was
No,
that?
no.
I looked over and I was like, oh no.
That's a can of worms you're not opening. And someone start Colin's my T-Go count.
Hey, I like that. I like this.
Because he ain't got an ashtray over there. And he's not ashing on that
What do you
piano.
mean? I go. Oh nope, that ain't an ashtray. Oh, that's an ashtray. Oh hey, I got an ashtray.
You're gonna ash in that and put it back on your head.
I can't wait. I wish you wouldn't have said it because I was like, it's coming. It's going to happen.
Jared, you passed that cart to the ground. Never made it to me.
Yeah, no, that's.
Whoa, Jared, what the hell was that?
The Cookie Monster's only a monster without his cookies. Damn it.
Got another one.
What's this video?
The fetus between us.
Terrible work conditions. Nope, don't worry about that. Oh, yeah. You'll just watch.
Go.
Nickelodeon Studios in Hollywood. Welcome to this week's Snick on Air Dare.
Didn't mean to blow your ears out.
That one's fucking. This is fuck.
Way past gross.
It will not be pretty.
Trell said, what is on your head? That's a tinfoil hat, buddy.
Or condoms if you need them.
This is giving me all the reception from the satellites. It's contraception.
Satellites.
What is that?
Satellites.
Let's go ahead and watch this. Right here, this is the creepy shit that would happen on Nickelodeon. That we would watch as kids and not fully understand.
We'll find out who's gonna have to do the dance. Yeah.
And I just want it to be known, this dude was his label on the show was token black guy, and he like himself said that.
Like
multiple
on the
times.
script.
Like not on the script, but like that's literally what people were saying like on the set.
I think that.
Hey, Brookie, will you send a link to my dad?
All ready for tonight's Snick on Air Dare.
Watching?
She is.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. These guys are gonna smear peanut butter all over the victim.
Which is already pretty disgusting.
That's a
Then he
expensive
gets
jar of
even
peanut
I
butter.
was about to say the same motherfucking
Victim
thing.
has to lie down and be licked all over by a bunch of
I feel like they mix a lot of water in it.
Hey guys, guess what? I've just been informed
This is why
that the
Colin was
dogs
allowed to have
have
peanut
arrived.
butter when he was a kid.
Oh, there's
My
all
question.
What did you do to Bella?
extremely hungry.
What?
He said, "What did you do to Bella?"
watching, and in a little while,
She likes peanut
there'll be
butter.
one of those guys back there having
Yeah, and she hates you. What the fuck you do?
Not put peanut butter. That's why she hates pizza.
She hates everybody.
Yeah, she does.
She hated everybody.
We were talking about old Bella.
Oh, old Bella?
She hated everybody too.
Nah, old Bella.
No, she just hated Duster.
What conversation
All that
started
cast member gets smeared
Alright,
with peanut
has he
butter
been licked
and
off
then
yet?
licked by 5 very hungry
No, not yet. It
dogs.
hasn't started.
Time to meet the dogs.
Yeah. So do these dogs love peanut butter?
Oh, they
Here,
love
I
Why are you
already-
wearing a cross
Here,
necklace?
Trade, trade, trade,
Wow,
fair trade,
cool. Back to y'all.
fair trade.
Oh shit! Didn't see that coming.
He follows an Abrahamic
We're gonna
religion.
pick which one of
Leave him
those
alone.
guys has to be
Hey.
tonight's on-air dare.
Never seen it.
Follow along from the way from.
What? Pray more.
By a pack of hungry peanut butter
There you
loving
go.
dogs.
I mean, that each is their own.
We'll
I've
talk
ju-
about it eventually.
Eventually, I was.
All right, Chelsea.
It'll come out.
Tap that button, Gio.
So, every adult in this area okayed this or did not stop it. That's everybody in this room's guilty. Look at that.
Getting covered in peanut butter right now.
First
By
off,
grown ass men.
by grown men. I mean, would you feel better if it was grown woman? No, but
They should at least use a
Feel a little
broom.
better.
he could have took a bath in it or something. Like just jump in it, jump right back out. But that would have been a less disturbing.
Look at
to watch.
those.
He didn't know this was gonna happen. Look at him. He had no idea this was about to happen.
They're biting him.
Yeah, like dogs bite when they. So
This is how Fear Factor started.
No, it was
that's what they
after-
called it. They
this is
called
after
it like
Fear Factor.
yeah, they called it like a Fear Factor.
Joe
for
Rogan
kids.
had no idea about this.
Joe Rogan would have never done
He would
this.
have never let this go. He literally says, "I don't like this."
And I'm covered in peanut butter.
He said, "I don't like this." He said, "Someone get me up." He's literally fucking asking for help.
I don't like this.
And then they're gonna put the most vicious fucking dog on them.
I'm covered in peanut butter.
How many
I
times
don't
can
like
you?
this. I feel uncomfortable. Reach out, just grab his hand, bro, and pull him up.
Somebody save me from these dogs.
They said that chick. Did you hear what that chick just said? The lovely sensation he is feeling, at knowing he's
No, she
uncomfortable. Yes, she did. Go back like 2.5 seconds, and it's on there. That chick right there on the left, next to the dude. You'll literally hear it.
Hold on, I'll pull up the thing.
Yeah, you just seen it like that.
It's this lady right here.
Yeah, she's a kid.
Maybe that's why we're so fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you that's 90% of the reason.
Not scripted, right? You think?
Oh, this is scripted.
I don't think
Oh,
he-
maybe
That's
it's
scripted.
I
He
get,
did
yeah,
not
it's all
know-
scripted.
He did not know he was about to do that.
I mean, his was probably the one that wasn't scripted because they're like, all right, we got one shot. Let's go. It was just one of those things. It was like he
You wanna come
wasn't
say hi?
scripted, They were.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot all about the pop tabs.
Pop tabs in the jar, boys.
Anybody watching, if you drink pop, put them in bags, and then message me, and I'll come pick them up. Aurora's collecting them.
There you go. Drop it off at this address.
Nope, no address. Just message me. I'll come get it.
Blank, blank, blank. 55579.
All right.
3675309.
I think we-
All right.
Do you have the notes pulled up, Jake?
Yeah.
To the point to where you could read some of this as well.
Which part?
Brian Peck, Drake Bell.
Yeah, but I don't like to read.
I can do it. If you want me to.
We
Do
can
your
split it
glasses
up.
say you love to read?
All right, I'll read it. So this is going to be Brian Peck. He is the one who is he's an acting coach, and he
Was.
he is.
He is.
He currently is. An
He
acting
still is.
God.
he is the one who sexually assaulted Drake Bell as a minor. The things he did.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, the things he did was absolutely insane. But I will get into it right now.
Hold on.
How many times
Hold
does
on.
how many times has Jake
Yeah.
left Collin somewhere?
How many times
The
has Jake
number
left
is
Collin somewhere?
infinite.
Who's the nosy?
That has to be Nick's new name, I think. Is that
Yeah,
your name?
that's Nick.
All right. Yeah.
How many times have you left Collin in random places?
Remember
Because
what-
I have a running tally of like 4 or 5 myself.
One time we left him in my car outside my mom's house, and I passed out on the couch, and you came
Listen,
in and hung
One
out
time
for
I left
4
him
hours,
in his
and he was
car
passed out
outside
in
his
my-
mom's house, and I went in.
But
He almost died.
okay,
It was
my-
95 degrees
Wait,
outside.
I may sound like a piece of shit here, but Colin, are we not like best friends?
The bestest.
He puked on both sides of my car and just went back in the car. Didn't even come in the house. He
Collin's
just
like,
shut
I
the
don't
door.
know anymore, man.
We are best friends.
You
But
love me.
at the
You
end-
love me like a brother.
Only a brother can fucking do what you've done. So
He's the
But-
only a brother would be still be sitting here, dude.
To be honest with you, I can be completely honest. I have no clue how many times I've left Colin in places. I've left him in my backyard in a chair. He came in wetter than fuck. You know, I've done that too. I went inside. But sometimes you have to admit, you're hard as fuck to wake up.
I've went in the house
Colin
and came
goes
out wetter
stiff,
than fuck.
And then, no, Colin,
No, we're not going there.
Colin, when you start to move him, when he's passed out drunk, goes
No,
super
stiff.
stiff.
You gotta
then
get his feet on
when
the
he goes
floor.
super
No,
stiff,
no,
that
no.
last drool that he has never gets picked up, and it gets super strong, and it goes all the way down to where it touches something, and it just,
This is old Colin, by
just
the way.
stays stuck.
Yeah, this
Ain't me now.
Yeah,
I
I
got
haven't
a-
seen that Colin.
I had
I-
an anniversary picture come up on Snapchat, and you were passed out right there.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
came. He went outside to get something. You went to go pee.
You went to go pee, and then you were gone for an hour.
And
we
I
were
said,
like,
"Hold
"Where's
on."
Colin?"
I said,
He
"Where's
was like,
Colin?"
Hold on.
I said, I know where he's at.
And the
I
whole
walked
video
out.
is me following him out here, and you're just slumped on the couch. And I was like,
Right
bruh.
there.
I turned on the AC and shut the door.
I was like, yeah, he'll be back in about
I was like,
15,
he'll
20.
be good. You came back in about an hour, and you're like fine.
Yeah.
You
Round
got a
two.
power nap.
I
For
needed
real.
a
He just
nap.
started drinking again. He was golden for the rest of the night.
The worst time,
Crazy.
honestly, like I've left him so many times. There was one really bad time, and it's like the one that just like, well, it's actually weird now because the girl I left was my girlfriend, and we went to another party, and I took him with me, and I left him asleep on a couch, and then I get a fucking Snapchat of him getting chained the fuck up and getting raised
Oh
to
my
a fucking
God.
second story balcony.
All
Set.
left you, bro.
No,
You got
no,
lifted
no,
up
no,
like
hold up.
this from a chain upside down, and you
No,
were like,
okay,
you
that
looked
wasn't
around,
yours fault.
Woke up for a second.
No, because I
and
told
just
someone
went
else to
like
take
this,
care of you. I was
put
leaving.
your hood up upside down and went back to sleep, bro. And you were getting hung upside down by
That's
a chain.
because I was up for a fucking week.
Bro.
Yes,
You
I'm
literally-
passing the fuck out.
Dude, he woke up. He's 3 or 4 feet off above this couch that he was laying on, and he's just hanging. He goes, looks around, sees everyone's looking at him with phones, and goes, upside down. Just passes out, bro.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Bro, for real, like a bat just went.
All right, well,
So back to where we were. Brian Peck and Drake Bell. Like I said, Brian Peck was the man who assaulted Drake Bell. So 4 months after Jason Handy, old pickle boy Brian Peck, also a pedophile, is arrested. So
Pickle
this
boy,
is
red
literally
flag.
4 months after Jason Handy had just got arrested.
Red flag.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So Brian had this weird thing where he liked to stick a pickle through the door hole and act like it was a glory hole. So if someone walked up to you and
You got a
stuck
clip of that one?
No, I don't wanna see it.
I'm not pulling that clip up. I feel like
did you see
that's
it
a
though?
no-go.
Did you see it? I seen it.
It's fucked.
He
Just-
walked up to this door that doesn't have a doorknob, and the guy's locked in. Like it
All right,
looks
thanks,
like he's
Nick.
locked in the closet.
Raymond.
I don't know.
It's the main actor from All About Raymond.
everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody Loves Raymond. There we go. No,
But-
that's Everybody Loves Raymond.
He was like locked. He was
That's
like locked
like-
in the door.
All right, Colin.
But there was no doorknob on it, so he stuck like a pickle through the door. But he was always walking around with a big plate
Kid show.
like full of
Kids
pickles, like a pyramid
show.
of pickles on the bitch, and everyone was always taking pickles off his shit. But he held this bitch in one hand, took one off, and shoved it through that door, and then looked at the camera and winked.
Kid show. We're talking about a fucking kid show.
That was like the dirtiest shit.
All right, sorry.
Hey, we
I'm
also
about to- I'm about
we
to go
also
fucking-
passed that boy who got licked by the peanut butter also was put into a costume called like the Superman or a superhero nose costume.
with dicks on his fucking shoulders. Dick and balls.
Brian's house had a room that had vintage toys and comic books. His garage was a Planet of the Apes shrine, and he had an autographed picture of John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy was a weird clown guy that killed like kids and shit.
Bro, he didn't. Oh my god. You
Brian had a pen pal relationship with John Wayne Gacy. Okay, now go ahead.
Oh my god. John Wayne Gacy is one of the biggest serial killers in American history. Probably,
Recorded.
yes, recorded. Thank you.
So the
Like-
big connection with this one is John Wayne Gacy's victims were also young males, and that's what people were making the connection with Brian.
He
Yes!
idolized him because of who his victims were.
Honestly, they're about the same body build, too.
I don't know anything about that. I've never seen
Like,
pictures.
I've
of his
seen
victims.
pictures of Gacy. I've seen pictures.
Oh, the guys. Not
Yes.
I thought you meant their victims.
No. I've seen
Colin's
the
pulling victim
movie.
records.
I was like,
I've seen the movie about John Wayne Gacy. I don't know what the movie's called. I have seen it. And yeah, they're built about the fucking same as Leo, as
dude,
Belle.
that video of him like playing with Leo is fucking
Just,
terrible.
bro, he just.
oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear anything you said, and I knew, by the way, you just fucking made
Yeah,
me feel.
that was fucking.
Actually, I think I put that in here.
Just the look
Yeah, I
on
did.
your face
Yeah.
said every fucking thing about that.
I did say he treated Drake the same way he treated Leonardo DiCaprio.
Pause. Hey, guys. We recently launched a new series on the channel called After Potty. It's a fun way for us and the guests to unwind. Check out this clip from last week.
All right,
Run that shit.
All right, hold on, I got you.
It's when it gets loose. I'm telling you guys, it's funnier than fuck. It's like when Nick's asking these questions about how many times I've left Colin. That's when we can go
That's
into
when you
like
find
the
that shit
crazy
out.
stories. Let's stay in the one category.
Okay. Ready? I've been caught masturbating. True or false?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Explain. Elaborate.
Mom's caught me.
My mom's
Your
got
mama
me.
caught you?
Yeah,
she
more
caught
times
me
than I
too.
can count. More times
Did
than
you
I
stop?
More times than I've
What the
tried.
fuck
Was
would you
that
not?
over?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's no way.
Instant stop.
Every time?
I was grounded off the
Yeah.
computer for like fucking 6 months, dude.
Dude, every time I went over to your house, we weren't allowed on the computer because
Because
of what
I
you
got- it
did.
wasn't just me.
Never.
Joey, you ever been caught masturbating?
Nope.
Yanking the poodle?
Nope.
Hell no,
Beating the
dude.
meat, hitting the old string bean.
Jordan said we weren't allowed on the computer because of Jake.
That still stays true, man.
That's so fire.
You know how hard it was trying to load that shit on
Check out
dial
our
up?
last episodes on YouTube. Subscribe for more. We're going to keep doing this shit.
I'm sorry, that shit was funny as
We're
fuck.
having
I
a
had to
blast.
play it. That shit was funny.
Wait, dial up. Fuck, I use magazines.
No, I went
That's
new
dirty.
tech. New tech.
Magazines collect bacteria.
That's why I keep them in bathrooms so you can
Like I
sanitize.
said, didn't stop you
Alright,
from
so we're
getting
gonna-
off
We
in a
all know you're
bathroom at
not
a hospital.
sanitizing your magazines.
We will
Colin.
hop back into this. My
Didn't
bad.
stop
Yeah, let's get back into it.
Okay,
my
but it
mic
didn't
back
stop
up.
Tate from getting off in the bathroom.
That's a clip for next week. We got it.
Oh, you guys got to wait for it.
It's already set
Yeah,
up.
wait for that one.
I'll show you guys after the video. After this.
We're-
Okay, so Brian Peck, he got 11 charges of child related to a child actor. He Drake Bell repeatedly. Nickelodeon on Sunset is when Drake met Brian in 2000. Brian invited Drake over to his house as an acting coach. Brian would help dress Drake on set, getting really uncomfortable, and he would get really uncomfortable on set.
Dan called fucking Drake Bell. It was like, hey, are you okay? You know, did any
That's
of that
so
happen
weird.
to you?
That's so weird.
I Garen fucking told you. He already knew.
Like, you know he knew, but like the fact that he called him was like, you don't have to say anything. You know, like
yeah, you're
Coming
good.
from a different person would have been like sincere. Coming from the person of who he was, he knew.
Yeah.
Like there's no way he didn't.
He knew who he was with every single time he was on that stage. Every single time. And that's fucking, how long does it take him? weeks to film that whole series?
Oh, it'll take them up to 6 to 8 months to do a full season.
Yeah, and then it
So-
airs in like a month.
6 to 8 months. He's seen the same guy come in and out with him. Of course he fucking knew.
All right. Leonardo DiCaprio was also coached by Brian Peck back when he was younger, and a lot of people theorize that's the reason he likes to cap out his girlfriend's age at 26 because
Because he got stuck.
he got stuck. He got mentally stuck.
That's
Modern day Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
Didn't
so
he play in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah,
he
so
did.
Brian Peck-
That's why that joke's even funnier.
Brian Peck's an asshole for that.
hold on. There's a request on here for you, Colin.
Trell said, "What's the over under drinks drank and cigs smoked for the stream?"
Yeah, what's the count at? Boys?
What's counting?
Said at
I've only
least
smoked
600.
one cigarette through the
I only drank
podcast.
2 beers. I usually drink like 4 podcasts.
I ain't even drink a second Dr
It's
Pepper.
them you gotta fucking keep an eye on.
Hold on. I'll get the.
Let's
pan.
go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and see how many you think I drank so far and how many cigarettes I smoked.
No. I can count how many drinks I got.
Oh no, he has to pan. He got to do. I'm taking a little bit easy. I got to go to work in the morning. So,
Fuck, so do I.
oh shit, I forgot you work with me.
Y'all work at the same place.
Yeah, we do. But the SIG counts up to 7.
Recreation.
But that was also when we started and we were troubleshooting some technical difficulties we were having when I started.
Yeah, Jake. Well, why did we start the stream late? Explain that, Jake.
Well, because I came here to clean up because nobody tends to clean up after themselves.
Horseshit, this place was a
You're
mess.
talking about yourself.
Yeah, okay, I cleaned up my shit. And I was getting stuff out of the
Don't
drawers
throw shots. You're talking about yourself.
and I
Fuck,
unplugged
if we throwing down shots, let's get them. Shot.
We don't do that on this podcast. Not yet.
They did ask for someone to chug a beer. Colin, they did ask for someone to chug a beer.
I don't see that.
It's right here. It's Nick.
Oh, he said
Shotgun a beer or
shotgun.
something.
I've already talked about
that's not
this.
safe. We
We got too much equipment
You
over
gotta
here.
hold on a little bit later,
We got
dog.
too much equipment over here to be
Yeah.
reckless like that.
Here, let's keep
Chug
going.
one.
I
Don't
know
shotgun it.
we want to keep the flow, but we also got to keep an hour and a half episode.
Yeah.
What are we at?
About an hour already.
3.
Morgan said you're going to puke if you chug a beer.
Oh,
She calling you out,
don't tempt
bud.
me.
She calling.
Wait, she's not here. We can do tequila.
No, we
Oh
cannot.
no, we
Oh,
cannot.
okay, we
That's
can-
absolutely not okay.
Shit.
Not happening.
All right, so back to Drake. Drake's dad found birthday cards with really inappropriate adult content in them. That to me was like a big red flag because it was after Brian Peck had the birthday party at his house.
Oh.
And his dad had already said,
Had already been warned or been warning people.
been warning people saying, hey, let's not, I don't want my kid to associate with him as much. Like, he can still talk to him.
Morgan said no.
Just
know.
don't associate with him that much.
So that night, Drake spent the night at Brian Peck's house, and the next morning is when the sexual assault began. So, and the funny thing, well, not
No, that was after a trip to Disneyland.
You gonna say the funny
I thought.
thing?
Dude, watching Drake explain when it first happened about broke me when I was watching
Yeah.
it.
Bro,
So-
as soon as they brought fucking the walk in, that was the motherfucking mic drop.
Yeah. When he walked in, I was like, oh.
I had already known.
Oh, I
already
didn't-
know.
I
I knew
didn't
it was
know
I
going
that.
on.
didn't know. And then
I
at the end, I looked at Brooke and I was like, honestly, if they did this just because Drake Bell's confession, I was like, if Drake Bell had any hand in on like making this, they're not going to talk about his charge.
No.
And then they
then
immediately in
they
the next
did.
5 minutes they talked about his charge, and I was just like, never mind.
Which,
I ate
I
my
mean,
words. He's just like, I did what I did, and I was like, oh, I didn't expect to hear a damn thing out of him on that.
the fucked up part about it is, like, they've done studies, and people who have been touched
Do it
are
to someone
more
else.
likely to touch, and that's fucked.
Victims victimize victims.
Yes.
Period. And that's
I-
that's across the board.
It's horrible.
especially for sex crimes.
Yes.
So
Victims victimize victims.
his girlfriend's mom at the time noticed Drake was getting a lot of phone calls from Brian. Brian was acting weird one day because he wanted to go to Disneyland. He had already made plans with Drake. Drake decided he wanted to stay at the house, and basically that's when everything came out.
We got 107 viewers, boys.
No, that's when he went to
Going strong.
therapy, and then after therapy,
We had 111 a second
after
ago.
a few months or weeks, I don't know how long the timeline
But-
was, but
Spots.
he was on the phone with his mom, and then he just let it fucking loose. Told her everything
Brian-
that happened.
Sexually assaulted him?
Yeah.
Was that the bald cameraman guy?
No, that's
Okay.
Pickle Boy.
That's Pickle Boy. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't
Pickle
watched
Boy-
the whole series yet.
Pickle Boy was pickling with some pickles.
Pickle.
And you can turn that into a D if you would like to.
Okay, so we'll go through his.
It's a dickle.
We'll go through his sentencing and confession, or whatever his.
I love this.
Count.
I heard Diddy was Pickle Boy's roommate in college.
What's that sound? I think it should.
Done got the vaporizer too close.
Diddy diddled 10,000 pickles at a university dorm floor. There we go. That's the new fucking.
Yeah, cammed out.
All right, so Brian immediately confessed, but kept asking if he was being recorded. Brian was arrested in August of 2003 and for lewd or lesbit. I don't know how to say that word. Acts with a child.
Nope.
Lascivious. I don't know. Foreign object, employment of a minor for minor under 16 years of age. Drake fell into addiction, attempting to cope. Nobody from Nickelodeon brought it up to Drake.
What was he addicted to?
It was alcohol. But
Okay.
Nobody from Nickelodeon ever reached out to Drake at any point
Except for Dan.
except for Dan.
Yeah. I mean, and that's great, but that's also troublesome.
Like, that's so dirty. Could you imagine?
Hey, Jared, make sure you keep an eye on the internet connection.
Another thing is he was only sentenced to 16 months in jail, and he obviously had to register as a sex offender. But the letters of support, he got 41 letters of support from high-ranking members of Hollywood.
Yeah, probably Tom Hanks.
Yeah, dude. The
You know.
people that...
Victim shaming.
Okay, I don't know about
The big
Tom
ones
Hanks
were
stuff,
like James
but-
Marsden and Taron Killian. If you watched Nickelodeon back then, you'd probably recognize their faces because...
You want to pull up their faces?
Pause. Hey guys, we recently launched a new series on the channel called After Potty. It's a fun way for us and the guests to unwind. Check out this clip from last week.
All right,
Run that shit.
Tay did get Jack up on. Get this. This is the funniest fucking.
What are you talking about?
I'm at the doctor's office today.
When they gave you the cup and you were supposed to go home, go on, tell the story.
At like Columbus Hospital, like a big hospital, and they have a whole room with porn everywhere. It's fucking crazy. It's disgusting. I ain't touch shit in that room. Don't touch anything when you go in there.
You know, what really got Tay upset? It was all male, female porn, no gay porn. So he's like,
Oh, damn.
Shut up. Give me the cup, right? And I tell them like how long? And they're like 30 minutes. I was like, all right. And I go to turn around and like I'm walking out the door and I turn around like, you guys got a bathroom real quick? And they're like, yeah. They expected me to go pee.
no, he wanked old Willie.
Nope.
He's out here yanking his poo.
Nope. I came back out with that cup with a big old smile on my face.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. It was like 2 minutes later, and I walk out that bathroom.
Full
and I'm
sweat.
just like,
Didn't even wash his hands.
Full sweat,
big
dude.
smile on my face.
Didn't
just like,
wash his hands.
walk up, and I'm just like this, literally just like
I did
makes that noise and everything. They're just two girls at the counter, just like this.
You might want to put some gloves on.
They go, and I go, oh, done.
Like
And I just hand it to them. I'm like, we good here? I got my tinfoil hat on.
I forgot about it.
I forgot I even had it on. So I seen this mic dangling beside my dangle.
This
Like, have a shit ass day, and then, like, it's like, God damn,
What happened,
today
Jay?
fucking sucked. Let's just. Childhood memories.
That's funnier than whatever I was about to play.
He said the bricks going to my ramp to my porch.
If you don't already do that in your own head, then you're already lost.
I already do it.
I was about to say, there's no need to put it in because we already do it.
Well,
Everyone
yeah,
knows
but
that.
it would make things easier for the kids.
No, they'll learn.
Give the kids the childhood memories, just not the childhood memories of Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I almost fucked up. I almost made a joke. That would have been
I made 2 jokes in my head I didn't let out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
had
bet-
stomach.
there
I
was
gotta
plenty.
learn how to do that because if I just let my jokes go, I'm canceled. Can't.
Why do you think I left it as
I got like
PG
3
as I
filters
possibly
these bitches gotta
could?
go through on fucking the internet. I'll tell you right now. I
Jesus
barely
Christ.
filter my shit, but when I do,
Yeah, I was told at a young age, I don't have that filter.
It's because you have a little bit of autism.
Or just
accusations.
He said, "Oh, nick me."
no. I don't have autism.
I'm
I
talking about.
just don't give a fuck.
I just
It's
don't say it. I just
what
don't-
what goes in my brain comes out my mouth 97% of the fucking time.
What
my whole life.
Racism in you?
Did I just
I
do
had
a
neighbors.
racism?
That were. Yeah, you can't say that. Because everybody calls me that. I'm like, dude, no, I live with Tay.
So we're gonna make a.
They call you because you live with me?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
No way that happens. There ain't no way that
I
happens.
promise nobody says that.
All right, we're gonna
Certainly not racist.
we're gonna diverge, dive.
you talking about?
We're
Here's
going
my roommate.
we're gonna go a different direction right now. Conspiracy
Yeah, I
surrounding
still
the blue
don't know
room.
about that.
So,
Bro.
from what
Here, pull up a map of the most likely nuked spots in America. Because usually the ones I've
What?
seen didn't even have Ohio.
I thought we were pretty much safe.
I thought we were too.
No.
I thought I was good at home.
Because I thought everybody would be like going more towards like the
They're
heavy.
definitely taking out California and Florida first.
Like, well, there's casualty
I would
spots,
take out
and then
Florida. No, there's New York.
there's
I would take out
casualty
New York
spots,
first.
and then there's military spots.
Hold on.
Oh shit! I guess that map don't look too good. You guys about to hear some
Uh-oh.
beep loops?
Oh yeah, that's very fucking pleasant.
Okay, that's not
wonderful
good.
for us.
What
That
is
doesn't make me
black?
feel safe.
Please tell me
means
black's
you
water.
don't exist
hold on.
anymore.
Let me zoom out. So
Are those by like nuclear power
No,
plants or
we'll
some
go through
shit?
it. Yeah. So I believe those are known nuclear.
Okay.
Well, we ain't got a whole lot of
Nuclear.
nuke plants.
They're the
We have
they're the
one.
known nuclear
I think in
like
Michigan.
actual sites.
Oh yeah,
Those get
we
hit.
used to have one in Hillsboro.
I think that might be Cap.
Yeah, I've never heard of
Well,
that.
what was the 8-ball before that?
Cocaine.
What
Oh
did-
shit!
What did you just say?
It's usually in pool. It's the last ball to go in the
No,
net.
I'm talking about
I said
by the-
cocaine.
in Hillsboro, Ohio, right next to the Highland County Fair.
That was for you, Nick.
The
I
8
see
ball,
ya.
the spot where we went to go do.
Yeah,
or-
what the fuck was that? Let's talk about that.
That is.
How did that come up? What did we? What?
We're
What the
talking about
fuck?
nuclear. I said there's bombs.
That's no.
I know. I said
Cap.
there was nuclear there,
No, that's just
but
not
there was most likely bombs there.
Colin just no. That's not true.
I don't think so.
Colin has
people live out
spoke
there.
lies today.
That's a lie.
I said.
Hold the cat.
Stop the cat.
I said, what if?
It's not. The 8-ball was just an. We've all been there. An 8-ball was. It actually at one point in time.
Nick said, "Why does the fourth tab say Pornhub?"
I immediately went and clicked on it too.
What was it?
Not Pornhub. I ain't been out here that much.
He said
I
that's the
swear
map
to
of
God,
where
if I
Jake-
open this and there's
that's the-
porn on this one time, I'm just throwing the whole computer out. I
Yeah,
swear to
yeah.
And then you
God.
gonna go take my new PC?
Yeah.
Fuck that. That ain't cool.
If it's you that did it, yeah.
Yeah, I would do it.
It
Now,
would definitely be him.
now I want to do it to fuck with you. Well, I don't feel like
Whatever
you should
you
He
steal my.
said, he said that map is the map of places that Jake's left Collin.
Hey,
Places of
Hey.
Collins, places.
they might not be wrong.
That's actually valid because they did travel.
We
together.
traveled a lot.
You know, how have you guys not talked about that yet? Let's hear a story about you guys traveling.
Oh, I got a really good
Can't
one.
do that.
Get this shit. We're in Vero Beach, Florida, right? Or do we want to stay on this so we can do?
No,
Let's go.
go on. Go on.
Go ahead. We'll go ahead and do an old throwback to the back in the day. We were staying in Vero Beach, Florida, at a hotel about what? Colin, how far of a walk was it to the beach?
It was 10 minutes.
10-minute walk. And we're all in bed. I roomed with him and my cousin. We were just, me and my cousin went to bed. Colin ended up going downstairs because, believe it or not, this guy, I don't know his name, but we called him D. Remember?
These nuts.
His name was D, right? Am I right?
Oh, Denny or no, it wasn't Denny. It was,
Like he knew this dude. We just met on the road. We were only there for a week.
It was his last name.
Yeah. Well, Collin. Well, apparently he actually knows it somewhere in there, but we called him D. And then Collin I'm already asleep, so Collin just leaves, and I call him in the morning. I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm walking back to the hotel." Do you want to expose what you went and did?
Oh yeah, no. Okay,
I've heard this story before.
He fucked this whole story up.
I was
thought
trying
it
to
was
keep
you.
it. I was trying to keep it okay. No, it was not me.
Okay, so we left
This was
work.
old.
Me and old boy,
D.
well, okay, first off, we all decided we were going to go to the beach.
Yes.
And me and the boss at the point in time was like, yeah, I'll run routes with you. I'll run routes with you. Like we agreed. We were going to run routes against each other. And then old boy's like, hey, I need a ride here. I'll give you some. Talking
Head,
about drugs.
not head.
Not head. Was not
Please
talking about
specify.
head. He was talking about drugs, not
But
Sexual
dick.
favors.
so I take old boy to the place we need to go.
For drugs.
We're going. Like he gets drugs,
Right.
he does swap. I'm not even in it. I'm not
That's
paying
gross.
a goddamn bit of attention to what the fuck was going on.
That's so.
He was
gross.
already drunk.
No, I wasn't drunk. I
He
wasn't
said-
even high.
Long
I
story
was
short,
sober.
I tripped and fell on a dick.
No,
Mouth open and everything.
no. We're going to. This is. I don't think I've told you this.
I don't think so.
As I'm leaving, they're dapping each other up, saying bye, you know, whatnot. Like they talk to me, of course. I don't know what the fuck I said. I was nervous. I don't know these motherfuckers. I don't know what I said, but I was cool in their eyes. Well, we hear shots, fireworks, whatever the fuck you want to say they were. It was big pops.
Mm-hmm.
And then, all of a fucking sudden, as we're dipping out of this fucking apartment building,
Where you
cops
buy
are
your
rolling
drugs?
up. He's looking at me like, go, 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 go. I'm like, bro, I'm driving. I'm safe. We're driving safe. And then we finally get to the beach. I'm fucked up because I've done the drugs that he gave me. It starts.
It was the bad stuff.
That's bad.
That's the bad.
Oh, yeah.
Half our crew did it though.
I didn't. I wasn't part of that.
You weren't part of the
No,
crew.
no,
like
no,
no,
the
no, no.
traveling
It was my
crew.
traveling
That
crew.
traveling crew. Yeah.
Tay's like, I did not do that.
I ain't
at
never.
all.
I never
Put
seen
that
that
on
shit. I've
record.
never seen that shit
No, I
until
did not.
until that
I think there
job.
was a day or two after that, Jake seen me. It
Okay.
wasn't my first time. He's seen it.
Yeah, I first time I
And
seen it, I
oh
didn't know what to do.
boy.
I said,
Oh.
"You don't ever do that shit in front of me again." Even if you're in another room, I walk in. I was like, that's not cool. Like that shit was just weird for me.
No, trust
But
me.
the next day, let's wrap this one up real quick. But the next day, Collin comes back all fuckered up, calling him as I'm about to leave for work because we had a store down the road.
I still next in my pocket.
He
I
said
didn't
we
tell
don't,
y'all
he said
about
we don't want to
those.
hear about discount dwarf night at Diamonds. Wow.
Fuck, if they had it, I'd go. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that now.
All right. That'll be all for this episode. Thank you, Collin, for coming on the day.
Are we done?
Oh,
Yeah, just for the podcast.
just for
portion.
the pod. Don't forget to check out the After Party series. It drops tonight if you're watching on Twitch. Last
literally
week if
dropped
you're
an
watching
hour
on
ago.
if you're watching on YouTube last week. It's on the same channel as this one. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Have a good night.